All right, y'all. Today we're going to talk about diet, but for real, I want to get into why you should not be eating clean. I used to eat clean. I used to think that I needed to eat clean every single day, and eating clean for me was like, okay, I'm gonna stick to my, chicken. I'm gonna stick to my steak. I'm gonna stick to my, vegetables, fruits, all that good stuff. Now, all that food is good, but eating clean is not how you get lean. When someone says, "Oh, I need to eat clean," that's not how you get lean, unless you can sustain it long term. So, for me, for example, every time I would try to lose weight, I would cut out all sugars. I would cut out carbs. I would stop eating bread, stop eating rice, stop eating everything that I love to eat, and my life would basically be miserable. Now, I would of course then binge eat on anything I could find. If there's a party, I'm gonna use it as an excuse to eat whatever's at the party. If it's a birthday, I'm gonna eat the cake, all that stuff, because I've been depriving myself so much that I feel like the one moment where I could eat it, I over consume it. And that was a vicious cycle that I've been doing for a very long time, until the last recent months that I've actually been locked in by changing my diet. Now, in reality, eating clean is not going to help you lose weight if you can't stick to it 95% of the time. The 5% is your off meal plans, your events where you still track, make sure you're eating your calories. But eating clean is not going to help you. At the end of the day, it's calories in, calories out. Everyone knows this. Calories in, calories out. If you get your calories from rice, that's fine. If you get your calories from bread, that's fine. If you get your calories from sugar, that's still fine. Now listen, that doesn't mean eat whatever you want to fit your calories, because that also doesn't work, because guess what? You're not gonna fit your calories. It's just that simple. You're not gonna fit it all within your calories. I used to try to, hey, all right, whatever, I'm gonna just fast today, I'm gonna eat whatever I want at the end of the day, because I'm gonna save all my calories for the end of the day and just eat whatever I want. I get way too hungry. It doesn't work for me. I get way too hungry. If we're not getting enough protein, we're not going to build muscle. If you're not going to build muscle, guess what happens when you lose fat? You also lose muscle. You're not going to look aesthetic when you get lean. It all factors in. So, just because I'm saying don't necessarily eat clean to lose weight, it doesn't mean we eat like an asshole either. You feel me? There's a middle ground. So we have to hit our calories with enough protein-heavy food that it gives you satiety, so that you're not hungry in your deficit. That's what I've been doing the last 2 months now, over 2 months. And so I'm still in the beginning phases of my cut. I'm not at my goal weight yet, but the last 2 months or so of my cut, of my diet, the last 2 months or so, I've been eating clean, but not 100% clean. I'll still have some processed stuff. I'll have a protein bar. I'll have a protein shake. I still eat rice. I still eat bread. I eat bread every single day. I eat rice every single day. As long as you can fit it within your macros and you're hitting your protein and you're getting your fiber in, and you feel like you could eat like this for the rest of your life, that's the diet you should be using. I used to do keto. Oh man, keto. So when I was doing keto, for breakfast, I would have 6 eggs, some fatty steak, no bread, no carb, no rice, no vegetable, a little bit of vegetables, but for breakfast, not even no vegetables. So I'll just have steak and eggs for breakfast. Me thinking keto, okay, well, I can eat, protein and fat, no carbs. I thought that was good. I wasn't tracking my calories. I lost weight the first week, 2 weeks, lost maybe 10 pounds, crazy amount of weight. Majority water weight, probably some muscle as well, because I wasn't in the gym as consistent. And some fat. me thinking keto works and carbs are evil, because I was listening to, you know, those studies and those weirdos where they talk about, oh, we don't need carbs, we only need ketones, and we could use the protein to synthesis if we get into ketosis, and we don't need to use carbs for energy, all that BS. So whatever science is saying for that, it don't matter, because it doesn't apply to real life. Nobody's living their whole life without carbs. That's crazy. I didn't even eat fruit, because fruit is considered carbs, and keto doesn't allow you to eat carbs. So you can see how that becomes an issue, because now I'm missing micronutrients from fruits and vegetables because I'm trying to avoid all carbs, and all sugar is bad, apparently. So don't do keto. If you do keto, you need to supplement with a lot of multivitamins. You need to make sure you're getting in all your nutrients, and you need to make sure that it's something you can sustain long term. And when I say long term, I mean for the rest of your life. If you're comfortable saying, hey, I'm never gonna eat rice again, I'm never gonna eat bread again, I'm never gonna have a slice of cake, I'm never gonna do anything, I'm just gonna eat steak, I'm gonna eat eggs, and I'm gonna eat fat and protein, and that's it. I'm gonna eat some avocados. That's keto. If you're willing to do that for the rest of your life, then do keto. I'm not willing to do that, and be for real, y'all not willing to do that either. So at the end of the day, get a sustainable diet. Change your diet to a sustainable one that you know you can do long term. Please, don't do paleo, don't do keto, don't do zero fat, don't do zero carb. Keep it at a good balance. So when you were a kid and everyone was saying, or the doctor or the commercial was saying, part of a balanced diet, that's all you need to do. Eat a balanced diet and eat in a deficit. That's it. That's what I'm doing now. I've seen way better results doing this than anything else I've done in my life. I eat the same few meals every single day, and I have fruits, I have vegetables, and I have proteins, and I have carbs, mostly from rice and bread. Now, I couldn't put in some sweet potatoes, some regular potatoes in there as well, because that helps with satiety. But anything that gets me full with a low calorie, higher protein option, that's what I'm eating. Okay, I minimize fats if I can, but I still eat fats. I have my eggs. I eat eggs every single day. I love eggs. I'll have like 2 eggs and then add in some egg whites in there. That's natural fats. So regardless of anything, make sure you're eating a balanced diet, and don't try to eat 100% clean, zero processed anything, because at that point, it's not gonna be sustainable. All right, y'all. That's all I got for y'all today.